Donald Trump criticizes Walz, the governor, for letting felons vote, even though he's a multi-felon himself. Y'all can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. Put up the governor that keeps getting wins out here in these streets. Per the Daily Beast, Donald Trump's campaign is apparently running on the platform that felons can run for president, but should not be able to vote. In an attempt to lay into the Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, VP Kamala Harris's running mate, the Trump campaign released a statement criticizing Walz for, quote, embracing policies to allow convicted felons to vote. Put up Trump's picture again. The man has a mug shot from the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta, Georgia. He has multiple felony convictions. And he's saying felons should not be allowed to vote. And Governor Walz made it possible. You talk about privilege. Wow. Trump's opposition research team is going all out here, going after the Midwesterners, progressive bonafides in the brand called dangerously liberal, is how they're saying it. The latest statement is in line with Team Trump's strategy to paint him as soft on crime. Trump's campaign posted a stream of attacks against the governor Tuesday morning, including denouncing his support for the mostly peaceful but occasionally destructive racial justice protests during the Black Lives Matter movement, and trying to link the governor's progressive immigration policies to nearly non-existent trends in migrant crime. Meanwhile, Trump has been charged in 4 criminal cases over a 5-month span, was convicted of 34 felony counts by a New York City jury for his hush money case in May. With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Trump spokesperson Caroline Leavitt wrote Tuesday morning, quote, "It's no surprise that San Francisco liberal Kamala Harris wants West Coast wannabe Tim Walz as a running mate. Walz has spent his whole governorship trying to reshape Minnesota in the image of the Golden State." The other Trump surrogates are flooding the airwaves to attack the governor's record. They're denouncing his support for racial justice protests during the Black Lives Matter movement, criticizing him for protecting the right to abortion, and attacking his administration for developing policies that help create opportunities for immigrants, refugees, and evacuees in Minnesota. Harris's campaign quickly jumped in to defend Governor Walz on Instagram, reminding voters that he's passed bipartisan infrastructure investments and cut taxes for working families. Quote, "One of the things that stood out to me about Tim is how his convictions on fighting for middle-class families run deep." Harris wrote, "It's personal," end quote. And in possibly recent criminal behavior, as we alluded to yesterday, Trump's new gifts, we talked about this. I mean, the man got bribed, like basically on camera, and accepted the bribe. So he got multiple controversial gifts by a content creator, Adam Ross. The gifts given during a butt-kissing interview, the one he would have preferred to have at NABJ over the weekend, at Mar-a-Lago, value way over the acceptable individual contribution of $3,300 to a political candidate, per The Guardian. So he got a nice little Cybertruck there, and also a Rolex watch. The cheapest Tesla Cybertruck retails for nearly $6,000. And Ross gifted Trump a pricier model, vinyl wrapped with the infamous image from his assassination attempt. The least expensive Rolex watch retails for around $5,000, above and behind the limit on individual campaign finance contributions. The Trump campaign stated it will work with Federal Election Commission to address the issue. He already took the bribe. What are you talking about? We saw him. Trump's interview with Ross is his latest engagement with an influencer popular among predominantly young males. Reportedly, Barron Trump urged his father to do the live stream interview. During the interview, Trump said, "My son told me about you," Barron said. that he's really big, and added, Barron says hello, end quote. Again, Ross has been known for interviewing self-described misogynist Andrew Tate, sniffing a chair Tate sat in even, as well as a white nationalist, proud white nationalist, Nick Fuentes. The man took a bribe on live air. Loved it. He didn't say, hey, well, listen, there's some rules, I'm running for president, I'm already under investigation. None of that was said. He took it. He's happy about it. And then later the campaign says, oh, we'll work with the feds on this, somehow. He's already bald. He purchased them. That's how you purchase Trump. Just give him nice stuff and kiss his ass during an interview. That's it. He's really cheap. You didn't even have to spend that much money. All right, Yasmin.
Yeah.
This is the guy is the nominee for the Republican Party.
I know.
Taking Rolexes and trucks on television.
Committing crimes on a live stream that has millions of views on it by now. It's really unbelievable. And anyone who is still ride or die for Trump and or Vance even at this point are just kind of dumb, like they're delusional. And that's the difference between the MAGA Republicans and the Democrats. We didn't like Biden and we said it. We wanted someone else. We didn't like the things he was saying. We didn't like his policies. We said it. We were disappointed in him, so we told him. We didn't pretend everything was fine when it wasn't, and we held him and the Democrats accountable. And ultimately, we were able to enact some change, which is kind of miraculous, but that's what happened. And Walz is such a normal dude that it's actually terrifying for Trump. He can't compete with a real life American who has lived a normal American life before getting into politics. Trump doesn't even know what that life is like. He doesn't know what real Americans are like. And it's really telling the way that they're acting like Walz is a terrible person for, God forbid, letting children have lunches in schools. Like that's the worst thing they can think of. They're really struggling to frame Walz's successes as bad things, because in order for them to do that, they have to actually say that they don't think children in schools should have lunches. And they have to say that they don't think people who have served time for crimes committed should be able to participate in our democratic process. Trump has not served any time for any of the crimes that he's committed, and yet they nominated him to be our next president. The ex-felons that Walz fought for are better than Trump is.